okay, you want to lose body fat and look absolutely shredded. These are my results here. And the biggest thing for me was actually cleaning up my diet and started eating whole foods, less processed. I started the journey of like my fat loss journey, and I was eating so many protein bars, like sour straps before I went to the gym. Like I was doing it very like calorie based. And then I realized it was so much more to it, especially as a female with hormones and stress and everything like that. So I really cleaned up my diet. Anyway, I feel like after Easter, I have been back addicted to refined sugars, like I'm going to admit. And I started having Easter eggs, and it's so easy to just get back where you were, and then it's really convenient to eat processed food. I want to get back to where I was feeling the best in my body. I felt like my inflammation was at its lowest, my body stress was at its lowest. So I'm going to write a meal plan today. It's Monday. It's not that before I wasn't like strict, it's just that I was so long without refined sugars that I wasn't like craving it. Like I didn't feel like my body needed it. Like I wasn't addicted. That's my goal this week with my meal plan. So I'm at the gym. We're going to go do morning cardio. Let's discuss it. On the treadmill, I'm ready to make my meal plan, and I've just been like thinking, because I feel like I'm like back at square one. I'm back when I was like really over my inflammation and how puffy I was. I'll put like photos of my face here of what I looked like. And that's when I decided, like, okay, I'm going to stop eating processed foods. I'm going to stop eating refined sugar. And I definitely don't look that way anymore. I've lost a lot of body fat. I've lost a lot of inflammation and stress over the years. I'm actually really excited to kind of talk you through this as somebody, if you are addicted to sugar, you're wanting to become refined sugar free, you're wanting less inflammation and stress in your body, talk you through it. Okay, so first you've got to figure out what things that you're craving at what times of the day, and then kind of find a solution based off that. So the first thing that you want to do is pairing the sugar with fiber. So that's going to keep you full. It's going to also lower your blood sugar, not give you that spike, which I find is what is addicting, right? And it's also not going to give you like that energy spike. You want a slow releasing energy, so then you're not on this constant wave, and that's what's stressing your body out. Things like dates and fruit, things, even if you want to have like a square of dark chocolate, have a piece of fruit with it. This is really going to help with that. It's also going to keep you full and satiated and not give you more volume to the sweet treat, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my 3 meals, and then I'm going to have 3 snacks, and they're going to be sweet snacks because I'm definitely on my sugar grind, as we know. So replacing things and also prioritizing certain sugars really help me. So for example, something that always hits the spot because it's high in protein is a cottage cheese bowl, and I can have it so many different ways. I'm going to have 2 of those a day. And then I've also been addicted to ice cream, and the best thing if you're addicted to ice cream, you know, is a Ninja Creami. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to whip that bad boy out again. I feel like with my breakfast currently, I've been absolutely loving, because it's hitting the sweet, it's hitting the savory. I'm getting the eggs, I'm getting the spinach, I'm getting the sauerkraut, and then I also have like a bowl of oatmeal. So I feel like that's really helping. I'm going to continue that this week, I think. What I've also done is I've made these little mini banana loaves, and I also made them into chocolate muffins. So this is where I'm going to get my sweet craving in. They're only 60 calories. I posted the recipe before this video so you can see it. And I'm going to put one of the banana ones with some cottage cheese, a little bit of yogurt, and do like a little yogurt bowl mid-morning. I'm going to do lunch, which will probably be like fish and rice. I've been like such on a poke bowl grind, so I think I'm going to continue with that. And then afternoon, I'll have the chocolate cottage cheese bowl, and I'll make it a little bit more chocolatey, have a couple squares of chocolate or some chocolate chips. And I find that's when I'm really craving the chocolate, you know, and I'm really craving the sugar, and it's because that's when I'm usually crashing, and that's when I'm craving that. So what I'm going to do to counteract that as well is even have an electrolyte. I'm going to try this. I really feel like that's going to replenish me with my high fiber kind of cottage cheese bowl. Add a little date in there. I feel like that's going to be good. If I can't make a cottage cheese bowl or I don't need the protein, I'm even just going to have dark chocolate and dates and something like that. I feel like that's a really good combo. Even a little extra peanut butter, something like that. I can even do another oatmeal bowl. You can kind of be creative with it depending on your macros. And then dinner is going to be like chicken, steak, veg, like something really simple. And then for dessert, try the Ninja Creami. So that's currently my meal plan. I'm really excited. I'm going to keep you up to date with how I go with it and see if it's something that works, you know, if I can really train myself back to eating low refined sugars and just feeling less inflamed.